So you've got your business up and running, right? You've done the really hard work and now you're ready to take things to a new level. Maybe you're growing some more, maybe you're scaling some more. But likely new clients are a part of the equation for you in this new year. And that is what we're going to tackle today. So, howdy, my name is Leslie Hassler. I own Your Biz Rules Business Coaching, where we guide women led service businesses to grow and scale in a way that's profitable and sustainable so that they can build a better future for themselves, their families, and their communities. And today we're here to share three really effective ways to find new clients in the new year. And it's gonna be easier than you think, and probably less expensive than you think. You see, that initial level of growth that you've gone through, it's costly because you're having to put so many foundations into place. And it can feel very tiring or like, oh, I'm not ready to do this again. If you think you're going to have to work just as hard to get this next group of clients in your business, I'm going to tell you, because I am a little geek when it comes to this, I have tracked 87 different ways that you can find new clients. That's a lot of different ways. And what I see happen in business owners is a couple of things. One is they're just overwhelmed by the sheer number of things that you could do. It's really easy to get sucked into the shiny object, the sexy stuff that everyone's selling right now. And some of it's really great stuff, but almost all of it is expensive and takes a while to see a return. Like, they're long-term strategies. Nothing wrong with them. They have their place. But if you're thinking of how can I start to get the wheel moving again, to get new clients in a way that creates more profit in my business, you're going to want to do this a bit smarter. And that's the three tips that we're going to share with you. Some of the things that people just either ignore, feel they're too big for, or just plain step over because they don't truly understand the value of it. So we don't want to make it complicated, right? We want to make it simple. We want to make things easy. We want you to be profitable and effective, because when all these things happen, you get traction, right? When you get traction, you get profits. When you have profits, you have cash. When you have cash, you can do all sorts of fun things, right? You can actually start to scale your business. And that is the stage that we want to help you with. So I'm going to give you three of ways, and I will say some of them are a little more beginner, some of them are intermediate, and then one's advanced. But they actually can be used no matter when you are in your business. Like if you're a year old, 3 years old, 10 years old, like it doesn't matter. You just need to think about the one that fits your situation the best today, because these definitely can be layered on. So the first one I start with is what we call the circle of influence. So the fastest path to cash will always be through another person, because another person lends credibility, lends expertise and support, lends a trust factor to you in ways that you can accomplish, but take so much longer to accomplish. So that one person can do that for you in your business in a day, what might take you 6 months to build on your own. So we're always looking, let me explain the circle of influence, because it's kind of built on not what do you know, but who do you know? And we assume you've got a good service, you can deliver reliably, you're good at what you do. Right? Those are mandatories there. But we're looking for people who already work with your ideal clients. And one of the exercises that I have my clients do is we try to come up with 10 different kinds of people, and then 3 people, like specific people that fit each of these categories, these types of people. It's not that we need that many people. You don't. You could only need 3. Right? 3 could be great, but it does take a bit of sorting through these people, these conversations to get to those three. So this can happen quickly. I would consider it a short to medium term type of venture. You're going to kiss some frogs. I'm going to be honest. You're going to kiss some frogs, but you're looking for those princes. And so we've got to find them. We've just got to keep chatting with people, making sure that you align with people in a way that's complementary, but not competitive, and in a way that when you both serve your ideal client, the ideal client is better off for it. So these can be joint partnerships. These can be strategic partnerships. This could be referrals. This could be borrowing someone else's audience. Like if somebody else has a community and they do marketing and you do sales, man, that's a marriage made in heaven, right? So you're borrowing their audience, right? And in doing so, you get so much closer to your ideal client faster. So it is a bit of a strategy that you can do no matter how old you are in business and at any stage of business. It's just always about thinking, who are you trying to get to? Who do you know who can help you make that happen? Our second tip, I would say this is a little bit the intermediate, works really well when you've got a client base. The best people to bring you new clients are your existing clients. And so having a referral strategy is super key. Now here's the soundbite I'll leave you with in this area is give them something to talk about and encourage them to talk about it. Reward them for talking about it. So there are lots of ways to build this in your business. There are $1 million business that just operate on referrals, right? So this is a strategy that can be super impactful. It's also a strategy that tends to yield more effective or more efficient results, more profits, if you will, than straight up marketing. And you can Google referrals and, we could go into that for an hour on all the things that you could do to build referrals. But you need to have a system. So typically what happens is this is a haphazard. It's, if I remember, or, I really need clients today. So I'm going to pick up a client, call client, see who do they know who. But when this is a system, when it's an active part of how you onboard clients, how you serve clients, and how you follow up with clients after you've delivered your service, it just works like, I don't know, the easiest thing in the world. And it feels like magic, but there actually needs to be intention put behind it to make it work effectively. The last one, this is a bit more advanced. And it's advanced because it's not a straight leverage, but it's a really smart leverage. So one of the problems that small business owners have is getting advantages of scale or being able to leverage themselves in a way to where they're not always recreating the wheel. And so there's a saying in the speaking world that don't change your talk, change your audience. And this can be brought into the service-based business anywhere. So you likely are marketing to one target audience. Now, I want you to be dedicated to that target audience. I want you to maximize it, but perhaps there's an adjacent target audience that is easy to capture because they need what you do. Now, here's why I say it's advanced. Because from an advanced perspective, you're going to probably need to tweak your marketing, tweak your sales materials, maybe tweak, some of the finer points of what you're doing so that it just really nails things for this adjacent target audience. But you're effectively taking the work that you do and taking it into a new market. And so you really are able to see great growth, but you need to have, I'm going to say that's why this is an advanced maneuver. You need to have a lot of things buttoned down. I'd rather you did the first suggestion and the second suggestion first, and then try to layer on this third one. But these three strategies, they can take your business to 7 figures and beyond It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be shiny and expensive to be effective. And when you've mastered this, it's ease. And what's easy gets done, and what's easy gets repeated, and repeatable progress generates results. So we talk about all sorts of ideas like this in our small business, Your Biz Rules collaborative community. It's full of women entrepreneurs who own service-based businesses who are working together, collaborating to reach their goals, their individual goals, but doing it in a way that feels really good, getting that thought process, the insight, the learning, the best practices from other business owners doing the same thing. So if you're looking for a community, if you'd like to know more about ideas like this and how you could actually put them to work in your business so that you can find those new clients in the new year, well, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to share with you, happy to see how we could help out in the meantime. So that is all for today, guys. I hope you're doing exceedingly well. Until next week, I'm Leslie Hassler with Your Biz Rules Business Coaching.